So our first stop of today is Athassel Abbey, and we actually came across this on the Tipperary Heritage Way way back when, and it was completely unexpected. We were walking along the river shore, on our way up to Cashel, and we round a corner, and suddenly there's this humongous ruins. It's absolutely beautiful. So Athassel, the church there, was confirmed in about 1205, and it's one of the largest, or it's the largest medieval monastery in Ireland, stretching over 4 acres. So it's absolutely huge. It's one of the most magical places that we've come across, I think. Yeah.
That's why we've come back.
Yeah, that's why we've come back. We decided that we definitely needed to actually just visit it for a day, and seeing as we're in the area, you couldn't not. Great, so this week we are visiting the Rock of Cashel, which is in Tipperary. It is one of kind of a very old site. According to myths, it is actually, this whole mound is from a mountain about 20 miles away, and when St. Patrick was passing through, he found Satan in a cave and cursed him and blew this bit of the mountain off, and it landed here and became this huge rock sticking out of the ground. Originally it's thought to be the seat of power for the kings of Munster, and then in about the 1100s, so almost 1,000 years ago, it was given to the church to become a kind of fortified monastery. The oldest building here is the Round Tower, which is from about the 1100s, and most of the other buildings are then 12th to 13th century. So yeah, pretty old. Okay. This here is Scully's Cross, and it's one of the most ornate and famous of the high crosses in this area. It was made in 1867 to commemorate the Scully family, and just over 100 years later, in 1976, it was struck by lightning because there was a metal rod running down the back of it, and the top of the cross exploded. So there are now bits of it kind of strewn around the bottom. It's kind of amazing looking, and they just kind of left it all here. Yeah. So after the King of Munster gave his fortress here to the church in the 11th century, they started construction and did a lot of their monastery building from then up until the mid 12th century. They kind of continued living and building right up until the middle of the 1600s, when the place was attacked by English parliamentarian troops, and there was kind of a bit of a massacre here. And then 100 years later, in the middle of the 1700s, they actually took the roof off of the place, and I guess kind of degraded from there. And it wasn't until 1975 that the OPW were given the Rock of Cashel was given to the OPW for restoration and preservation, and let visitors come and see it.
Thanks,
That's
OPW.
all I have. So this is our third abbey of the day, and it is Hoare Abbey, and in the background you can still see the Rock of Cashel. So it's, I guess Cashel is the area here is a mecca for monks, or it's very, very popular anyway. So the story behind this abbey is in the late 12th century. It was founded by the Benedictine monks, and only a few years after they had built this monastery, they were kicked out by the Cashel Archbishop, and he gave the abbey to the Cistercians. And as well as giving them the abbey, he gave them mills, lots of land, and in a few years actually converted and became part of this monastery. There's a kind of an old story that goes that the reason he kicked out the Benedictine monks was that he had a dream that they were going to kill him. So he woke up and was like, right, nope, can't have that, and just evicted them all from the land. I guess
it was an abbey until about the 16th, 17th century, when all the abbeys were closed.
Yeah,
Basically.
I might even have that written down. No. Yeah, I guess this can just be like a triple abbey monastery video. The monk mecca that is Cashel.